You men ready for the brand new finest machine and to be enslaved for 70,000 years, perhaps freed, because XRP properties consist of nicely, no need to worry about going for walks out, although on the present day rate of destruction, it would take at least 70,000 years to smash all XRP, right? XRP can be destroyed by a transaction that may be destroyed with the aid of transaction charges or misplaced by means of sending it to addresses for which nobody holds a key, so XRP is barely deflationary, men again. I mean, the new finest system may, without a doubt, final for 70,000 years from now. Okay, and this is wherein we are going to see the first quadrillionaires and quadrillionaires born publicly. Because Ripple chairman Chris Larsson's internet worth surges by using $6 billion considering election day. And wager what? You assume he's going to sell. You suppose he's going to promote. No, why? Because if the brand new monetary gadget lasts, let's even say hundreds of years, not to mention 70,000 years, let's simply say masses. What they're going to do, what these wealthy parents are going to do is when XRP goes up in charge, men, they may be going to enroll in the liquidity pools K to provide liquidity, and they may be going to acquire cost rewards, and they'll in no way promote men. It is that easy, right? So it looks like. Are inappropriate fingers, I do say so myself. Ripple stablecoin RLUSD has over 1,000 considered strains in its debut hours by way of its users in anticipation of its international release. Supposedly the next day adjustments everything forever for the XRP atmosphere, guys. And this is RLUSD, Ripple's own stablecoin, apparently launches day after today. But now, I do not know if it truly is 100% the case. However, I'm quite certain there was plenty of people speaking approximately as whilst it indeed launches. Oh, it's so bizarre. Who else called it please like modern day video? Did I not say when they release there may be probably going to be a blocks on events after, so they may take a look at it out. The liquidity proper they could test out. On the other hand, they might test out if this in a position coin can even live as much as his call I advised you men. Supposedly a Blackstone occasion passed off nowadays, and this launches day after today. Odd and bizarre, if you question me. We're going to be speaking about that greater in the following day's video, but again, I'm quite positive we're going to be on the proper side of history, right? This is how I recognize. Extra Pete is the chosen one. It's the craziest factor in my lifestyles. 6 common move border payment demanding situations for neighborhood banks. 1, excessive prices with hidden prices. 2, gradual settlement times. 3, constrained get right of entry to. 4, provider reliability troubles. 5, complicated compliance control. 6, liquidity constraints. Learn how Ripple Payments addresses those challenges. Ripple. Their challenge is to build breakthrough crypto answers for international without economic borders, right? It is simply very seamless, guys, okay? This new international. I hope it is a terrific one at that. I wish this is all going to be used for properly men and not something awful because it's about to go into. 24 Institutional Digital Assets panel, quote, XRP might be one of the digital rails in a new financial device. Cease, quote, they said, but, okay, so they recognize, guys, however we've got recognized from the start of time, right? Let's concentrate to this and let's get ready for this new economic machine. Hopefully it is something fantastic. Okay, what are we speaking approximately right here in phrases of those new money rail structures? So firstly, we're speaking approximately one-of-a-kind sorts of charge rails. So a very huge part of blockchain generation is bringing out something just like the Ripple community, which desires to be the following generation of a charge community, a coins gadget. So we realize the society goes to trade in the subsequent 15, 20, 30 years in which are wrong, incorrect. I'm sorry, but my opinion says that society will change in the blink of an eye, okay? Now I consider inside the riddles, the riddlers, and from what I noticed properly, the whole lot takes place in a single day. So what generally occurs, guys, things cross gradually like this, okay, just gradually and slowly, but then out of nowhere, there may be a shock to the system, okay? There's a shock in the gadget, and this takes place. It speeds up to the excessive area fee, so we're anticipating this moment, however, we're right now around this time, okay, around this part proper right here, this element that is overnight, something takes place in a single day which shifts the world dramatically, a probable event after the new machine, if you want to, I assume, manifest soon, right? Not in 15, 20, or 30 years, right? Just believe 2020 like that, guys, however, to a bigger scale, okay? Physical cash will fall away, and we are able to transition via some mediums, however, we're heading towards a full new digital rail gadget. So the question is, will we have one rails for the sector? Is it Bitcoin with a purpose to win out and be the ever-present money rail device for the world? Or can we have sovereignly covered cash rails for every jurisdiction? So I suppose for the time being, if we marry up probable the requirement for regulatory oversight in each fundamental jurisdiction of the world, we can see improvements wherein cash could be modernized per marketplace. And consequently, we are able to have fractionalized markets, and therefore we are able to have new assets to alternate. We've given swaps to do. We may want to have new property taking place venue. So I assume the essential first off that we have to depend on is we are in a massive technology of innovation for our cash gadget to trade globally. I want to stay far away from crucial bank virtual currencies and all of that. Stepping return now for a second, we've very huge asset proprietors which have by no means ever truly seen able to position the assets to use properly. So if I've got a massive portfolio of belongings or from an iron ore mine and I need to create a virtual twin of belongings, I'm sitting on that represents my lengthy ebook value and trading within the brief time period marketplace. There are many new applications are being capable of use this era to represent the price of the underlying asset that might move into custody and be traded in a brand new set of trading rails. So I think we are going to see, frankly, an explosion of virtual assets over the subsequent 10 years. However, I think the motives for the one-of-a-kind digital assets may be pushed, can have unique underlying marketplace drivers. He says 10, I will say 2 maximum. 2 most in explosion of digital property could be incorporated into the contemporary financial gadget, then consequently it'll be a new financial system, then upgraded or updated. One Ripple is aimed to trade the way in which we send property around the sector, modern property around the sector, modern property for the worldwide economic. Device documented, they are pronouncing it proper here. K, have a look at that. It's like changing cost right in a lightning fashion pace proper. So 6 common past border price challenges for nearby banks. And this comes from Ripple local banks, which include local banks and credit unions. Face a couple of challenges related to move border bills. They frequently lean on 0.33 events, which includes corresponding banks or some other service providers to perform worldwide bills. That could increase expenses, gradual settlement times, and introduce additional factors of failure. So let's check some of those challenges and the way integrating an opportunity price solution that meets cutting-edge enterprise needs can help clear up them. High fees. If you send a payment again home as an instance to an extraordinary part of this world, men, the fees are ridiculous possibly. So if that wishes to just turn out to be removed, guys, we'll give them processing fees proper. Markups, locking capital and vacation spot bills. So it's just, how is that even a thing, right? If we're in a present day international proper now, it does not make experience. This is why XRP is the selected one. You understand why it's far. Utility does not even depend as a lot. I won't lie. I'll be sincere and sincere. Utility does count number, but its subjects 50% in my view. What certainly matters maximum, permits just say any other 50% is what? The partnerships. Okay, Ripple is companion with banks. As soon as you're companion with banks, guys, it is over. You have already received. This isn't a troll. This isn't always a shaggy dog story. The banks manipulate the system as an entire proper now. If they provide you with the green light, what does that suggest? They're going to make you number one proper first place. Why they control the entire gadget proper. It's a humorous be counted so in the event that they do and that they have all this money, manifestly something they need to do, guys, with this kind of recent era, and the sector just keeps getting greater green at some point of time. So they either adopt this new technology. If they're supposedly pissed, they're going to get cannibalized by means of a unique financial institution with a purpose to adopt this Ripple generation, XRP. It's that easy. We will give them carrier fine and reliability. Next problem for the device proper now. Limited get right of entry to offerings, danger and compliance control, technology, technological barriers, proper liquidity management. So now will we see how XRP, right? XRP, another virtual property used inside the price flow function bridge currencies to ultimate mile fat payouts, which frees up liquidity